Hello and welcome to Manama. We're in the Khalifa Sports City as Bahrain face off against Syria in FIBA World Cup qualifying action. It is Group D as these two teams try to battle it out to gain the upper hand for the third position in Group D. Both trying to get their opening win of World Cup qualifying action, having gone down in the first window to 0-2 records. So the team's out on the floor here in the Khalifa Sports City. They'll go to the benches as we get a quick look at the group standings from Group D so far. Iran just falling to Kazakhstan, so the incorrect team at the top there. Kazakhstan leading the group 3-0. Iran in second place, 2-1. You can see our two teams, Bahrain and Syria, both searching for their first win in Group D. So an important step. Remember, it is 3 of the 4 teams in Group D that will qualify forward into the second round of qualification. So a big first step, both in terms of the win, and also the other thing for us to consider is the points difference as well between these two teams that may well come into play for future games in the international qualification. Two teams that have distinctly different histories in World Cup qualification, as Syria are regulars, having played already in the 2019 World Cup cycle. However, Bahrain will be out there for the first time in World Cup qualification action. First appearances being in window 1. But this is the first time they've attempted to qualify for the World Cup. What a step it would be for them should they be able to make it through to the second round at the first attempt. There is the Syrian team coming out onto the floor. Announced to the crowd here as the team from Bahrain will now get announced in front of their home crowd.
Number 4, Rabia Ali. Number 6, the team captain, Qualifiers Mohammed. Number 7, Isa Meita. Number 9,
so the team from Bahrain working their way out onto the floor now in front of the crowd.
Number 12, Giles CJ. Number 17,
2 tough defeats for them in the
21
opening round, but impressive showing nonetheless, and they will come into this one confident, I think, here at home. Having played against Iran, the powerhouse that is the Iranian team in this Asian region, and take some happiness from the way they played, some big smiles from the Bahrainian players, and they know what this will mean, this game here today for them. So the team's announced out onto the floor as we'll take a little break on pause for the national anthems of both teams. First of our visitors, Syria, and then the hosts, Bahrain.
Kingdom of Bahrain. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Bahrain. And now introducing the referees. Crew Chief Lujayem Rabah from Lebanon. Umpire 1, Skyem Paul from Lebanon.
Our officiating crew then is Rabah Nujam from Lebanon, Paul Saikiem from Lebanon, and Taya Al-Hashidi from Yemen, the three officials in charge of today's game. As we said, a crucial game here. Both teams currently not yet tasted victory in a World Cup qualification. A win here would really solidify a third-place position, be a great first step for either team to try and make it through to the second round. So we will see the two teams as they're going through the stages here of warm-up. We mentioned a team in Syria experienced in World Cup qualification. However, they are currently riding a 9-game losing streak in World Cup qualification. So for Bahrain, that lack of experience, the fact that they didn't play in the last cycle, perhaps helps them, as they haven't tasted defeat in the same way the Syrian team have. So, the last win being back in June 28th, 2018 for Syria against India. However, they also went down, to close losses to Kazakhstan, and we saw the quality of that Kazakhstan team earlier today as they got victory over Iran in their showdown to open up Group D in this second international window. For Syria, if we look back at what they did in that first window, they were led in scoring by Amir Hinton, 32 points a game. He is the key player, the star performer for the Syrian team. He leads them in efficiency, points and rebounds, as he averaged 32 points and 7 rebounds. So there's no surprise. Well, there is a surprise that we don't see him in the starting 5, as it looks like they're going to go with a changed lineup for the Syrian team. Make sure that is right, as it would be a surprise, a little curveball for head coach Javier Juarez on the bench for Syria to bring Hinton in. We'll get to the coaching staff in a minute, but a lot of experience on that sideline for both of these two teams. As the Syrian team have gone the way of that European experience in Coach Juarez, and Bahrain the other way, looking to the American angle. See who it plays out for the best. For Bahrain then, looking through their first qualification, it was Mohamed Kawid who led the way, the number 15. He was the lead man alongside CJ Giles, both averaging 15 points per game, as Bahrain will go with Haji, Kawid, Issa, Giles and Hamouda as their 5. We said Kawid 15 a game, Giles 15 a game, and Giles added 8 rebounds again to be the two kind of key guys for the Bahrain team. And for Mohamed Kawid, a man who's experienced with a Bahrainian jersey on, he was a man who lit it up from the outside in that first window. No other player in the FIBA Asia qualifiers made more threes in total than Mohamed Kawid, with his 7 through 2 games. So there is Sam Vincent, the man in charge of this Bahrainian team, a man with great experience himself. As we said, Sam Vincent, that NBA experience for him as both a player, in which he played, a number of years, right across 7 seasons for him, after being a first-round draft pick, and then he's got into coaching, again NBA experience, but he has been the head coach here in Manama between the years of 2014 and 2016. That's his link into Bahrain. He's also had experience of coaching the Nigerian national team as well. So, an experienced man within Bahrainian basketball, but also world basketball on the other side. Coach Javier Juarez, who has established himself first as a youth club at Real Madrid, and then went on to be the head coach in the ACB, the top league in Spain, for a number of different teams, most notably Fuenlabrada and Murcia. And now he has taken his talents, his coaching expertise into Asia to be the head coach of the Syrian national team. So it'll be interesting to see what influence either of those coaches can have over their team here in this window. Welcome then to the Khalifa Sports City. We are set to get underway. Bahrain at home facing off against Syria. Bahrain in the red jerseys, Syria in the white. The battle between these two teams to get their first win in World Cup qualification in this edition, as they both went winless in window number 1. We are underway then. Bahrainian possession, strong defense from Syria, nearly getting the early steal. Now man-to-man defense, as now Bahrain looking around, trying to find an opening somewhere, somehow. Shot clock already down to 5. As the cross-court pass, a loose one, it goes out of bounds and gives the ball back to Syria. So commentator's worst nightmare, the Bahrainian uniforms. Apologies in advance if I misidentify any of the players. As you can see, not the clearest numberings for either. As here is the key man, Hinton, for Syria. He is in the starting lineup, the number 88, Amir Hinton. So I thought there might have been some mistakes, but he is not the man who opens the scoring for the Syrians, as the first basket goes to Syria. It is Kamal Yanbolat that gets the score. So the Syrian starting lineup is Bakar, Yanbolat, Sheikh Ali, Hinton, and Arbasha as the 5 for Coach Javi Juarez there. And a quick look on. So 3-point play is good. 3-point lead for Syria then. And now they're on the defensive end. Bahrain have it. Look to the quick roll, short jump shot. No good on that occasion. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be the second foul already against Bahrain. So the opening foul was Mohamed Hamouda, who committed it. He was the man who missed the jump shot. There's Hamouda, as he's now out in the backcourt playing that defense. Hinton in the low block. Kick out 3. Doesn't go. Rebound snatched in by Bahrain, and they push the other way. This is the danger man for Bahrain in Mohamed Kawid, who I already mentioned in the build-up. And now Hinton is the danger man going the other way for Syria. He can't get it to go. The putback is good, but it's waved away before the basket. So good work on the glass once again from Kamal Yanbolat, but his basket won't count as he is fouled. There we see Hinton, the pull-up, and that little hold. Yeah, good work from the officials. So that's going to be a foul against CJ Giles. Just trying to check there the earlier foul, who that was called against, as Hinton gets the score. And a swift start here for Syria. They lead this one 5-0. A jumper, no good. Hinton again, all over the game in the first couple of minutes here. Snaps the rebound. And reverses it through the high post. As Sheikh Ali moves it on. Here he is again. Sheikh Ali to Hinton. So Amir Jabbar Hinton kicks it. The 3 looked straight but comes up short. The bench was up quickly for Omar Sheikh Ali. They thought it was good, but it doesn't go. As Bahrain slide to the inside, but once again the finish doesn't quite go. As now Basha reverses it to Hinton. Hinton trying to find some room. Left-handed jump shot, far side, doesn't go. Arbasha failed to convert on that one. Hamouda will hold and wait. Let's Giles get down the floor. Here he is, Giles. Far side, squares up. Way short from him. He wanted a foul. See him telling the referee. He got hit in the arm before a little smile. Words exchanged with the defender. With Yambalat, who I think disagreed that there was a foul there. Possession once again for Syria. Good early start for them. 5-0. Offensive problem for Bahrain. As Abasha comes off the screen, fires it up. Misses. Bahrain the other way. Play is called. Giles squaring up, same sort of distance. He just took a shot as a player falls to the floor. This time Giles off the dribble, misses. And a rebound by Sheikh Ali. Now Hinton pushes people through, crosses over. Nice play from Hinton, gets the space. Shot misses badly. Both teams struggling with their offense in the early stages. I mean, Hinton, a man who doesn't take a lot to get going. He averages 30 a game, remember, through that first window. So substitutions will come in for Bahrain. As we see Azam go out and Issa come in. Issa wears the number 7. Hinton kicks it out. And now the drive from Abasha. But it's out of bounds. Suarez not particularly happy about that play from his point guard, Njid Abasha. Bahrain has the ball on the sideline, still searching for their first points of the game. 4 minutes in now. Need to get anything going. Syria done a good job closing up the paint and allowing it to be easy for the ball to get to the inside. On this occasion, they do get it there, nearly turn it over. 3 on the kick out, doesn't go. Rebound taken in by Yamalat. Hinton nearly has it taken away. Dances to the side, evades the defender. That's too much room for Amir Hinton. A strong start for Syria, 7-0. 3 doesn't go, tipped out. And the Syrian possession once more. You see the jumper not going. And possession for Syria. Great start defensively for them. Small no hero. Abasha looking for Hinton. Hinton is fouled and he gets the basket to go. Hinton into the chest of CJ Giles. He says, leave me in. That's his second personal. Already, what a disappointing start this has been for Bahrain then. You know, CJ Giles picked up his second personal. And yet to score. Hinton doing all the damage right now. 6 points for him. An early timeout called by Coach Vincent, and rightly so. Syria struggling right now. Sorry, Bahrain struggling right now. Can't get anything going offensively. Let's try and listen in, see if we can hear what Coach Vincent says.
All right, the shots are going to go in. Keep playing the game. Keep playing the game. All right? We got some nervous energy right now, but keep playing the game. Keep working on defense. He's got 2 fouls. Shots are good. You see the ball?
Controlled timeout from Coach Vincent. Told his team, as you could hear, that they just needed to keep going. They had good shots, they had some nervous energy, and be sure that they'll overcome. But they can't let this lead become too large too early. That's the problem. We said points difference may come into effect as well. As Amar Hinton at the line. That's the bonus. So a great start from him. 10-0 for Syria. 7 of those 10 coming from Hinton. Pass to the inside, can't be handled. That's another turnover. Giles couldn't take it in this time. More opportunities for Syria. Good energy on defense from Bahrain. This is where they can use that energy that Coach Vincent was talking about. And they've got to try and finish the possession. Penetration, kick, wide open look. Rattled in and out before Giles grabs the rebound. And now Giles on the run. Finally gets his team off the mark. Took about 5.5 minutes for Bahrain to get their opening score. Went through Giles nicely there. Good trail play. Here's Hinton using the screen. Uses one, then another. Great ball control. Bullet pass to the inside. The little wrap around. Doesn't go though. And once more, Bahrain push in transition. Foul is called as Mohamed Kawid draws the contact. He's a tough cover is the number 6 for Bahrain, Mohamed Kawid. You know, he's highly skilled. We said about his three-point shooting, but he's an aggressive player when he gets the ball, really puts pressure on the defense. Substitutions, he's Sheikh Ali going out. And CJ Giles as well. Talking it over with the coaching staff, getting his input into the game as he leaves to be replaced by Ahmed Akbar. Shot doesn't go. Good work on the glass. Quick three, though. Also doesn't go. Hambalat grabs in the rebound. Hinton once more. Just look more controlled early stages, don't they, Syria? They've got that focal point in Hinton. They're playing through nicely. Now on the far side, little baseline penetration and the finish. Oh, there wasn't much room there, but still somehow, some way, Bakar got the room, got the finish. Hinton nearly has the steal. Tips it out of bounds. And stay with Bahrain. Substitutions coming in and out for Syria. As we see. Big inside presence of Al-Hamwi, the 7-3 centre for Syria. Where's the number 12? Strong drive. And there straight away is the presence of Al-Hamwi. Step to the side, three is good. Oh, Bahrain making the difficult as Issa makes the three. Points hard to come by in the early stages for Bahrain. They just need to settle themselves here. As the jumper is good, and Bakar comes in with 5 quick points. Got to the ring, now he shows the range on the three. Issa gives it up. Kawid waiting, gets it to the far side. Oh, rejected again. The big man really has done a good job. First 2 possessions, got 2 blocks already. Al-Hamwi, and now 3 doesn't go. Kawid brings it down. Waiting, moving it on. Strong drive. Oh, lovely little shake before the finish. Got to his left hander. Nice work from Zahan. Tough drive over the top of that big presence of Al-Hamwi we've already seen. He reverses it on. Bakar throws it high. Another three from Syria. Nothing but the bottom of the net, though. Good work from them. As this time, it is Abasha making the three. Bahrain trying to respond. They don't. Comfortable for Syria right now. 18-7. They lead this one, getting to the end of the first quarter. Bakar looking to the inside. Foul is going to be called. Inline possession. Another three doesn't go, but good work on the glass. Tip it once to keep it alive, and then they will get possession with SYR. Bakar gets all the way to the basket, and Bakar has had a great job. Since he has come in, hasn't he? What hasn't he done? Got to the ring, finished on a nice little cut. Now hit a three, got himself some free throws as well. And all the positives we're talking about right now, Syria. A positive play of Bakar offensively. They've still continued to play, even though Hinton's gone to the bench. You know, defensively, Abdul Wahib Hamwi has come in with 2 blocks in 2 minutes. It's all working for the Syrian team, and Coach Vincent there looking on. He's got some changes he needs to make here. Just 1 of 2. Possession then for Bahrain. We enter to Amuda. He's trying to find somebody and get it to the far side. Open shot, doesn't go though. And it's going to be possession back with Syria. And good work on the boards from Akbar to try and keep it alive, but he couldn't do it after Issa's missed jumper. Syria then get it in. And they got to cross the halfway line, some pressure up the floor. They do break that pressure. Have a little opportunity. A loose pass takes that away. Behind the back from Alosh. And this could be a travel. Yeah. SYR just didn't know the defender was right next to him. Good work from Bahrain. Final 21 seconds of this first quarter. Bahrain just 7 points in the opening 10 minutes. I'd love something positive here to end this first period. See if they can get some momentum, something they can talk about going into the second quarter. The screen is set. They've got to get it over the half. They do. And now pressure, because Syria have a lot of fouls to give. Smart work from Alosh. Substitutions are going to come in. Mohamed Kouid will come back in. See if they'll run something through him. Ball is in, under 10 seconds. Issa has it, uses the high screen. Issa backs it out. Now he tries to attack. Runner from the elbow, misses badly. And that will end the first quarter. Very much in favor of Syria right now. A great opening 10 minutes for Coach Juarez there, the Spanish man in charge on the sideline for Syria, because on the road here in Bahrain, it is Bahrain 7, Syria 19 at the end of the first. And I think the offensive numbers will be able to tell the story. They'll paint a good picture here. Bahrain 2 of 12 from 2-point range, 1 of 6 from 3. They haven't got themselves to the free throw line. You know, that's the big difference. And even Syria themselves just 2 of 9 shooting in that opening period. You can see some of these highlights. Not many offensively for Bahrain. They've got to find a way. Got to find something offensively that they can go to spark some life into their team. And the problem for them is CJ Giles perhaps is that guy. But he is struggling with foul troubles. So he is at the bench early. And the question for Bahrain then is, outside of Giles, where are they going to go for some offense? Mohamed Kawid is the guy that we highlighted in the early stages. He's scoreless in the first quarter, though. There's Giles just one of three as well. Real worries offensively for this Bahrainian team and Coach Vincent in the early stages. Second quarter, and we'll get underway here then with a Syrian possession. As Hinton comes back in, instantly making plays, gets the first score. You can see why this is a man who averages more than 30 a game so far through World Cup qualifying action in a Syrian jersey. A sizable lead now for Syria. Bahrain miss another one. Offensive rebound, second opportunity, still lid on the basket for the Bahrainian team. We'll get one more chance here. Screen comes high. But look at the defense. Once more, it's a third block of the game, I think, already for Al-Hamwi. And 24-second violation against the Bahrainian team. It's a 14-point advantage, the largest of the game for Syria. A flop warning is called. So it's against Bahrain, against Issa as well. So he goes to the bench. Syria have possession there. Number 7, also called Issa, is on the game. To inbound. Change in defense. Looks like a 2-3 zone now for Bahrain. As Issa says, thank you very much. I'll take that space. And he buries the 3. 24-7 now. Oh, we expected a close one here. So far, Bahrain just not get going. It's the pull-up jump shot, another miss. But great work once again. They've dominated on the glass, Bahrain. They just cannot find that room on the inside. You know, the rebounding battle, they've got 5 offensive rebounds. Can they make it count through second chance points? Another shot wayward as it bounces into a Syrian defender's hands. And now Syria starting to find that range, perhaps a 3. No, that one too strong, but too quick as well for Coach Qualifiers' liking, as he implores his team to get back on the defensive end. But Bahrain is very slow. They've just got to find something easy. So often a bit of transition might spark them as well. Kawid trying to find that room. Runs into a lot of trouble. It's deflected. It goes out of bounds. Whose ball is that? It is possession for Syria. Here is Kawid. He said he made more threes, or as many threes as anybody over 2 games in the Asia qualifiers for the first window. Oh, they love him to find the room for a couple of threes here. Haven't been able to do that yet, so substitutions. Akbar goes out and Mohamed Hamouda is in. Back to that big lineup with Giles and Hamouda on the floor at the same time. For Bahrain, can they get Giles going? He's got to play some defense first of all. He couldn't take in the rebound. Inline possession for Syria. Syria looking around. They do know what they're doing as they get it in now. Hinton calls for the screen. Draws a double team. Oh, what a pass from Hinton to the inside. Great work from him. Took the dribble, went away from the double team, and the way he just hooked the pass, a bullet to the inside to Alhamwi. Great work from him. Now Alhamwi fouled at the basket. He gets a little smile and apologies from Sahan, who committed a foul. It's not going to be shots though. Inline possession for Syria. Hinton curled off the screen. He was wide open. He gets it late and now it's tipped, but 10 seconds. They'll isolate him in the low block. Hinton just steps away. Finds some room. The shot doesn't go. This is what Bahrain need. A little bit of the open floor. Clean look. Can they capitalize? Yes, they can. That's Bahrain at their best there. There's a three is good for Sahan. It all comes from the defensive end. If they can get stops, it will need, rebounds. That's far easier to run from those rebounds than it is having to take the ball out of bounds. So if I'm Bahrain, they've got to try and lift the tempo here if they can. First, they've got to get the stop, though, which they cannot do there because that is just a great penetration and dish from Sharif Alouche. And he found Hani Adribe for the easy score. Three doesn't go in the half court for Coed, and it is Syria's chance to run the floor. Hinton, isolated on that far side, just blows past the defender like he wasn't there. Can't finish at the ring, but it will be Syria ball still. Inline possession for Syria. Ball movement from them. High post area. Yambalat will take a tough jumper. It goes. Well, everything working for Syria right now. Just feel like the game is going in their favor. They've got a 19-point lead. Yambalat, the end of a shot clock, just flipping it up off the backboard, and it goes possession back to Syria again. So a timeout called by Coach Vincent. He said early, that the energy was just a bit of nervousness for him. Let's listen into what he says now.
Shot selection. KK, you take a fall away three. Ahmed, you try to beat him down and you throw up a lob, whatever. Guys, we're not moving the ball and getting good shots. And we're not attacking inside. Come on, we got to play smart.
They are always looking for the professional.
Next time down, I want to run for Amir, all right? 4, 5. Take it in. We're going to run our hawk. Okay? Coming off of Sham.
Scream, stop here. Anthony, his left. And his right, for go to the left. Amir, his right, for go to the ring. Oh, this is a transition balance, and go. If not, now we can play with $10. Hey, 15. Feel so thin.
Well, the crowd here in Bahrain, they've got the drums, they've got the instruments out. Can they inspire their team back into this one? Coach Vincent not happy with his team's shot selection, and rightly so as well. For Syria, they've got the luxury of this 19-point lead. They're going to try and get the ball into the hands of Amir Hinton. Let him go to work, either create for himself or somebody else. He's had a quick correction on the scoreboard there. So it's actually a 18-point lead, 28-10. 3 is up, doesn't go. Giles snatches in the rebound. Will Bahrain get a better quality of shot here on this possession? Giles has it high. A lot of bodies in the paint. Oh, and it was going to go in surely before Hamouda just grabbed the ring. I'm not sure why he would do that. Watch this one. There's the finish. Ball is going to roll in, and well, it had a chance. Hamouda just grabs the front, pulls it down. Basket interference, offensive interference, gives it back to Syria. So possession, Hadji says it's his ball. Referee disagrees though, so. Possession stays with Syria, substitutions for them. Alouche goes out. And starting guard, Abasha comes back in. Here he is with the ball. Over to Hinton. Hinton stumbles. No call. Hinton says he got hit in the face. It did look like there was a coming together there. Let's have a look. Surprised there was no call. And then from Philadelphia, didn't agree with the call, I think we could say. But it is possession for Bahrain, just 10 points for them in 15 minutes here. 3 is up, but no good. Hinton snatches in the rebound. He'll take it the other way. Steadies himself. No hurry for Hinton. No hurry for Syria with this sizable lead. Yambalat looking around. Hinton, it's too much room for him. I mean, he misses that one badly, but nice in with death. Not guarding the leading scorer for Syria. On the far side, they're looking to Giles. Can he get a touch? He eventually does. Yambalat has him pegged in the corner. 3, no good from Bahrain. Again, another offense, not a great quality of shot. Bakar coming the other way. He had a great spell earlier on in this half. And Syria with some control. Control leads to nothing as they go out of bounds. That man Hadji again working hard on the defensive end, causing problems. Great tenacity from him to just, keep the play alive, keep fighting for it. Dribe there, and a quick glimpse of him. It's going to be sideline possession for Syria. Hadji goes out. Good work from him defensively. Brothers speaking to the officials. Amalat gives it to Abasha. Low clock for him, fires it up. Both offenses struggling in this second quarter, just 9-3. Only 12 points combined for these two. As Giles rolls down the lane. Eventually gets it to the inside. Oh, lovely footwork, CJ Giles. First time we've seen him have the opportunity to go one-on-one, really. It's been crowded in every single play up until then. Clear goaltend. Look at this footwork. Great work from Giles. Gets his man in the air. Clear goaltend. As the ball had hit the backboard before the defender touched it. Yambalat now screening. Pick and pop for him. He sells the fake. Yambalat, foul on jumper, misses badly. We're going the other way. The pass over the top. The easy score for Bahrain. That's what they need. Back-to-back baskets here. A little bit fired up as Azam gets it to go. And no chances being taken by Syria. Coach Qualifiers, he calls the timeout here. He wants to stop this run going into the final 3 minutes. Line possession, a lot of pressure up the floor. And Bahrain do a good job there. Oh, they look energized, don't they? Just a couple of baskets here. And it's, you know, as hard as offense has been to come for Bahrain, they're very much alive. They're going to get a steal here now. Great work from them. How they would love to go into this one, you know, with a single-digit game if they can. They've got to be careful not to get a 3-second violation. As a foul is called first, just the second against Syria. So Hamouda had good position deep in the lane. But you just feel like there's a great opportunity here for Bahrain. I feel like it's a worrying time for Syria after dominating. And that's why, yeah, Hinton's going to come back in. I think Coach Juarez feels the same way I do. Even though this is a sizable lead, there could be things to happen here as Giles is fouled, so he will be at the line. Go against Adribe. Just a simple little back screen on the out of bounds. Giles wide open. Can he make these 2 free throws now? First foul against Adribe. And 5 in total for Syria. Bakar has 2 of them. CJ Giles makes number 1. Giles, who was born in Seattle, Washington, has played for a host of clubs, is the best way to describe it. A lot of those across the Asian region after finishing up in Oregon State back in 2008. He's played a vast amount of his time here in Bahrain and Lebanon as well. So he cuts into this lead, going 2 of 2. Can they now get a stop, Bahrain, on defense? To the inside, Syria, and get the finish. That's a great play. Oh, this kind of hybrid defense from Bahrain caused some problems there. Just couldn't finish the possession, though. As Hamouda gets it to the inside, he is now fouled. So fouls against Syria, and just as the game's going on, that inside force of Bahrain starting to take effect now. They're starting to sort of find the space on the inside to be able to rebound and get easy baskets. It's a positive sign for Coach Vincent. He's going to try and figure out the defensive end as well, though. They want to chase the game, or they want to speed it up, take Syria out of their comfort zone. And can't do is what they just did on the previous possession, which is, you know, work hard to just give up an easy layup at the end. One of 2. Again, look at the pressure from Bahrain. Syria, though, can get into their offense here. They're trying to get possession to Hinton. They do eventually get it over there. And now an open three. Good set from the Syrian team. They got the shot they wanted, but they're going to have to get back on defense. They do. They pick up a cheap steal here. Hinton behind his back. Gives it up. And that's smart play from Syria. Basha had the three. Didn't take it because it was early in the clock. Knew he could get something better and did exactly that. Running shot on the edge of the paint. Steadies the game here. It's a 15-point lead now. I'm thinking about it being a single-digit game just a second ago. There's the jump shot. Doesn't go. Syria take the opportunity to snatch in their rebound. Basha kicks it. Hinton, same thing. Didn't take the three, just takes the easy two instead. Yeah, gives a little thank you to SYR, the man who made the pass for him, and rightly so. Holding and waiting. They want the screen to come. Giles sets it. Giles hasn't had a touch yet, though, as Bahrain man falls to the floor. Hinton in transition. We've got a 4-on-3. Hinton, nice little pass and the easy finish. Well, that is the way to control the game. A great example from Syria. Yambalat on that occasion with the easy score. Now can they finish the half? Bahrain, they need some momentum. Holding and waiting here. Shot clock different to the game clock, though. So now it hits 7. Syria commit the foul. Well, they've got no fouls to give. Basha commits it, just puts his man on the line. And timeout is called. It's an interesting choice of foul, but let's listen in, see what Syria tore up for their last possession.
Amil, go. For you. Okay. Let's go, Kamal. One fall. No, tell me false or tell me something or no. Well, stay sit down with jacket. We won. Switch in all pick and roll. You, go. Start or no?
يلا شعبان يلا.
Hey, you, for him. Hey, listen. We take bonus. Okay? It's bonus for another team. No, sir. Yes. Okay. Now, against press. 1 and 2. Okay? I'm here in the middle. Okay? Play for. No, wait. Out.
So 2 shots. Bahrain at the line. SYR makes the first. Been a tough night for him offensively. Just 1 of 7 from the field. 12 seconds remain. So Coach Vincent organising, making sure his team's back in defence. 2 of 2. They'll come with some pressure. And they're going to get a steal. No. Oh, great hands. They nearly had it. This could open the floor up for Syria. It does. They'll take the 3 and hits the bottom of the net. Well, Syria, just everything going in their favour. Nadim SYR makes the 3. He's fired up, and rightly so. So close to a steal for Bahrain. They just couldn't hold on to possession. And all that did was open the floor to Syria to hit the final 3. At the half here, it is Bahrain 19, Syria 39. The momentum of the game kind of swung back and forth. You felt like there was that moment there in the second period where Bahrain could get themselves back into the game, but just excellent response from Syria. The shooting percentages for Bahrain, just 20% for 2, 17% for 3. They are what's going to have to improve. Coach Vincent said about their shot selection, needs to get better. They've got to find a way to get the scoreboard ticking over. As you can see, 63% of the rebounding going towards Syria there. And look at some of these first half plays then. A lot of Syria in that first quarter. They started the game in commanding fashion, didn't they? Opened up a double-digit lead straight out of the gate. They won that first period 19-7 off the back of a lot of Amir Hinton. But then, his strong play just freed up the game for the rest of his teammates, who really just continued to pile on the pressure, pile on the misery for Bahrain. For the Bahrainian team, nobody has got going offensively yet. They just haven't been able to find a consistent way of scoring. So they've got 3 guys who have more than 5, but only 5 players have scored in total for Bahrain. And the percentages are really low for them. Less than 20% from the field overall in this one so far. So for Bahrain, they've got to go into this halftime locker room. They've got to discuss some changes of how they can get some clean looks on offense. I would say they've got to try and continue to go through CJ Giles on the inside, but also try and find a way to get Mohamed Kouid going. He was the leading scorer in the first window, 15 a game for him, but he's scoreless so far in this one. And then, as much as it's sort of counter to what you're thinking, in order to get the offense going, they've got to improve their defense. The Bahrainians, they showed the ability to press and generate turnovers in the backcourt if they're ready to play, but it's in that half court. They've got to find a way, trailing by 20, to get stops on the defensive end that then they can convert into easy points going the other way. The problem is, as we discussed, probably at that moment as the score was going, the more you push forward, the more you have to chase the game, the easier it becomes for the opposition once they break that pressure to get points such as that. Easy play at the ring. And we've seen that Syria are a composed team when they have the lead. They did well playing with that advantage late in that second half. So a lot of work for Coach Vincent, a lot of work to be done for Bahrain. What will Syria do coming out of the second half? Will they continue being smart with the way that they play, or will they give an opportunity for Bahrain to get back into this one? It is the battle of the teams searching for their first win in Group D. And right now, that big first step towards victory belongs to Syria as they lead 39-19 here at the half.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
In the air, puts it up, doesn't get it, tips it away. Steal it one more time and sloppy pass to play under the basket. Gets blocked, gets rejected. Well, he thinks he's got it. Get out of here. Not in my house.
Possession. So attacks with the left hand, throws it up. Mayor takes it down. Nearly has the basket with him.
on the penetration. Iran come down. And they're a little messy too, but they're going to get the easy throwdown. Monchi with a throwdown.
Inside for the slam, Hassanzadeh.
Turnover here, and guess who? Hinton throwing it down. The steal and the dunk. Back to big three. Can he get it? Doesn't get it. Kazakhstan gonna keep it alive. Lays up, blocks off the backboard, and another block. Whoa! First it came from Jabbar, then it came from Jamil Sadir.
Another chance for Lebanon. Watch out, Mayock is open for the lob. Oh, they go off the glass instead. That sums up the third quarter for Lebanon.
For Lebanon, everybody getting in the mix. There's the steal as well. Defense. His debut. Youssef Kaya, 14 points for him. Team down by 2. So now left open. Patient kicks it inside, behind the back pass to the slam for Al-Mawani. Look at this pass from Al-Swalem.
Teams back to the benches here. Smiles on that Syrian bench as their players head in. It's been an impressive first 20 minutes for them. If you're just joining us, it is a sizable 39-19 lead for Syria. We expected a close game here. These two teams both with an 0-2 record after the first window of qualification for the World Cup. But it has been the Syrian team which has looked prepared, organised, disciplined in that first half. For Bahrain, points hard to come by. Just 19 points for them in that first 20 minutes. They couldn't really get anything going. Less than 20% from the field they are. So expect some changes or expect something to perhaps try and spark them into life in the second half. Be interesting to see what changes either team is able to make here going into the second 20 minutes.
They will miss some shots, guys. Defense on three. Come on, man. Defense on three. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Against Son. Okay? Easy pass. No play. Okay? Hey. Whoa. Nadim. Like, don't let receive the ball. You want to score.
So Syria coming in. I've got all the cards really right now. Sizable lead. They've got a couple of guys who've got going. Playing well in that first half, none more so than their leading scorer, Hinton, who has 11 points, 5 of 10 from the field. And then also Bakar, 6 points, 4 assists for him in just 12 minutes, the number one. That was Hinton. But like I say, for Bahrain, somebody has to become their leader. Right now, 6 points for Giles, 2 of 4 shooting, 5 points for Issa, but just 1 of 7 for him. Out of the halftime break then, they go to the inside. Hamuda kicks it. Now Hamuda will take the 3 and he gets it to go. Well, an important first possession. There was no space whatsoever under the basket. Packed lane has been the theme for Bahrain in that first 20 minutes. They haven't found a way to free up space on the inside at all. Hinton goes to the runner. Crowd trying to get into it, and it will stay with Syria. I was going to say it's worked on the opening possession, but no, tipped out of bounds in favour of Syria. Here it is, Hinton coming off the screen. Strong drive. Bakar trying to find some room. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Ended up being nothing. So here comes Bahrain. Mohamed Kawid, who was open on that far side, the near side. They go to the far side instead. Hinton takes it away and saves it. They've got numbers down the floor. Look at that, 3-on-0. The easy finish for Bakar. Bahrain trying to go quickly the other way. Waiting, screening action on the far side. Clean look for 3, but it goes in and out for Hadji. Tough night for Hadji. He's now 0 of 7 from the field, scoreless. He's going the other way. Syria show him how to do it. Hani Adribe with the easy score. Foul is called away from the ball underneath. Battle of the bigs. So inline possession. It's a foul against Jan Balat. Number 28 still fighting with Giles on that far side. And shot clock gets low. Kuat still can't get going. It's another guy having a rough night for Syria, a guy we expected to be an impact man for Bahrain. So with 5 now. Hinton, lovely little pass off for Adribe. Adribe, perfect 4 of 4 from the field. Hasn't done anything other than catch and finish layups. But excellent movement from him, excellent awareness of how to keep and hold space. And when you've got a guy like Amir Hinton on your team, that's all you have to do. Hinton draws all the attention. You move properly, he will get you the ball. So the lead continues to grow here. A 6-3 start for Syria forces Bahrain into a timeout.
Can't double team. We can't come double and help you. You got to stay one-on-one on your man. Stay one-on-one. Okay? Stay one-on-one. Because when you go, CJ's messed up there, and that guy's just going to roll to the basket. Don't go help him on the baseline. If you can fight and try to front, try to front. You're giving him an easy glass in the post. Right? Hey! Keep your head.
Focus. Hard heads and back.
Keep your head in the game. Hey, come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, some passion in that timeout from the Bahraini team, coaches. See the frustration coming through. They've decided the tactic is just to not go and help. We said, you know, for someone like Adribe, he's getting easy baskets because the double team has to come and guard Hinton. And of course, the trouble is if you don't go double team Hinton or don't help, is that just going to leave open shots for him? See how that one plays out. Goes into the low post. Nice little move and finish from Hamuda. He's the man who's frustrated in that timeout. And now Hinton. They'll reverse it around. No hurry from Syria. Trying to get into their play. Tough shot from Bakar. Doesn't go. Giles grabs the rebound. Hamuda quickly down the floor. He's got deep position. Can they find him? They do. Rejected. I think he blocked himself first before Adribe just cleaned it up. And now Bakar the other way. Gives it to Hinton and he is fouled. Again, we see Syria just making heady plays. Bakar draws 2 people. Gives it up nicely to Hinton. Watch this. Bakar under control. Knows the second man is coming. Gives the opportunity to Hinton. Big swipe at the ball, wasn't it, from Bahrain? And we found Issa. Hinton at the line. 11 points for him. Number 1 is good. So Hinton averages 32 a game from window 1. He's below that today, just 12 points, but 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. Make it 3 of 3 now. And put it past him to reach that 30-point mark. Bahrain. Trying to go to the inside. Foul is called. It's going to go against Syria. I couldn't really see, just a big clash of bodies underneath. I think it's going to go against Hinton from his reaction. He doesn't really like it. Suarez in deep discussions with the officials. Sideline possession now. Bahrain struggling to get it in. They eventually do. Nice screen. Giles on the roll. It's going to free the open shot for Hamuda, and he's started to get going now. Hamuda with the score. So he scored on the inside. He's hit his second 3 now. There still remains a 20-point game. Nambalat's trying to find somebody, gets Hinton. Hinton is playing one-on-one and gets it to go. That's the problem, isn't it? For Bahrain, they've said not to double team him, but now one-on-one, just making it pay. As Hamuda trying to find that room. Is it rejected? Goes towards the official, wants the call, isn't going to get it. Hinton being chased from behind. Hinton fouled and has 2 to come. So Hinton back to the line for 2 more. Points now for Amir Hinton. Said born in Philadelphia, played NCAA Division II basketball, first for Lockhaven University and then for Shaw University. Ended up leaving after just 3 years of play. For both those universities, just put up incredible offensive numbers. He's always been able to do that. And he averaged 25, nearly 26 points per game in that year for Shaw. We tried to enter the NBA draft, was unsuccessful in getting picked. Played a year in the G League before now playing professionally in Finland this season. That's the strong drive and finish is good for Bahrain. Shahan slow to get up, went into the basket. It's 5-on-4 here. He comes from behind and it worked to his advantage. He's got players down the floor. Can he find somebody open? He just tries to go on his own. Surely there was a pass on Shahan. Says tries to do it all on his own. Comes up with nothing. Hinton, he goes on his own. And the second attempt, as always, comes up with something. Amir Hinton. He said don't bet on him not getting to 30. He's swiftly on his way now. And so that score moves him to 19. Foul is called. Syria don't like it. Let's have a look. Oh. It's a tough one. Pass was looking for CJ Giles, never reached him. He will be rewarded with 2 shots because of team fouls. So Yamalat goes out. Actually, it is going to be in-line possession. That's the right call. So, Bahrain trying to find some room. They get it in. Foul again. Oh, it's good. Will the basket count? Somehow it goes. As Sarhan makes the shot. So, points will count. He'll be at the line for just 1 here. There's Hessam Shahan. Gets it to go. He's got double digits. Shahan now 10 points. 10 of the 32 for Bahrain. Hinton being face guarded. Somebody else has got to make the play for Syria. He'll step through. Doesn't go. Tip a couple of times. The net was moving. So it's SYR on the first one. And the reaction tells you all you need to know, that against its interference against Bahrain, as they're judged CJ Giles to have been the one who grabbed the net. There's been no move on the scoreboard though. That's what Coach Juarez is asking. So check in on that one. As, yeah, there is the extra 2 points for Syria. It is 55-32 now. Pull up at the free throw line is good. Smooth looking shot there for Isa. Rare basket for him. He's 2 of 8 now. Struggled from the field. There's Isa. The response, nothing but string for Sharif Al-Osh. First points for Al-Osh. It's made a positive impact, though, outside of scoring early in that game. You know, as a foul is called, Giles will be at the line. Hamwi commits the foul. There he is. Hamwi came into the game. He had 2 blocks on the first 2 possessions, didn't he? 31-year-old. He's had a solid impact for his team. 2 rebounds to score, though. As Giles goes behind his back, sets himself for the second, made the first. That is good. 8 points now for CJ Giles. Hamuda comes back in to replace Giles. 3.5 left in this third quarter. Pressure up the floor from Bahrain. They got positive things from this in the first half, and they did go to the pressure. They managed to turn over Syria, but it was kind of an all or nothing. He also gave up points as Hinton dances his way to the basket, gets his own rebound, and it's going to be 2 more shots here. Amir Hinton is just kind of slowly racking up the points. Hinton stays with it, takes the hit. These 2 could move him now to north of 20 points. He's 19 before this first shot. Oh, doesn't get the roll on that one. A rare miss for Hinton from the line. He's 5 of 5. Second is good. So he moves to 20. The lead to 23. Hamuda trying to find somebody. No one available for him. He'll pick and he'll pop high. That's a poor foul, really, from Syria, from Sherif Alosh, because there was 3 defenders surrounding the attempt there on the pull-up. Instead of letting it, you know, a low percentage shot happen, he's committed a foul, and now it's going to be 2 free throws to come for Sarhan. Sarhan, of course, is a bit of a leader offensively. Between him, Sarhan and Hamuda, they have 19 of the 36 for their team. First misses from Sarhan, as does the second. They're the plays you've got to make, trying to force your way back into a game that you're trailing, especially when offensive points are so hard to come by. Here it is Hinton trying to get the switch. They go to the inside. Awani, they move it on. The extra pass was available, but instead Issa misses the 3. Issa for Bahrain, trying to find some room, uses the screen. Hamuda wants it high, goes hands above his head. Here he is, he's made 1 3. Doesn't get that one, as a foul is called against Adribe for Syria. Team fouls, means there'll be 2 shots to come. First is good. Juarez calling out instructions to his team. He's done a good job so far. Juarez, team look really organised. 2 of 2 for Akbar. Pressure, though, easily broken from Syria. They get it into the hands of Hinton. No trouble for him. So they'll slow run an offense, but a poor turnover. Chance to run. Bahrain, they've got numbers. They've got to go against the big imposing figure of Amani, though, and he does a great job of taking away a 3-on-1 break. And now he's going to, no, he's going to say now he's going to collect in the rebound. He didn't, but out of bounds for Bahrain. So a 3-on-1 break for nothing. Sarhan eventually chased down the rebound, but unfortunately went out of bounds. Strong drive. Oh, good defense from Bahrain. Another chance for them to run. Can they capitalize this time? Good little touch pass. Take a 3. Juarez calling a timeout on the side. Unhappy with the Syrian team as Isa makes the 3. He moves into double digits. It's an 18-point game here. Still 96 seconds left. Again, is there life in Bahrain? Can they make a little run here? Can they make this, say, a 12-point game in the last minute or so, or the last quarter? There is still life in them. A long way to go. Crowd is into it. Can they get a run going here? Like I say, if you watch the earlier game from Group D, you'll see nothing is dead. It was a 10-point game going into the 4th quarter between Iran and Kazakhstan. Iran looking comfortable, leading the way. But they were undone in the 4th period. All the same happened here. Syria, they're coming to a double team, nearly turned it over. It's deep in the lane. Ambalat kicks it out. Hinton is fouled, surely. Yeah. So close to being a great defensive possession just in those last seconds. They couldn't capitalize, though. So it'll be 2 shots, I think, for Hinton. That's what he's campaigning for. Sideline possession, though. Referees disagree. Far side for Syria. They're going to take the 3. Doesn't go. Good box out for Bahrain. One more chance for them here. Still a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Drive to nothing, and the ball will stay with Bahrain. Got to get more out of those penetrations. You know, Isa gets deep in the lane. He has to either finish or he's got to find a pass. It was a warning for Coach Juarez there on the sideline as an open 3 for Bahrain. Just doesn't go. Another opportunity there for them that they were unable to take. Syria will take a quick 3. Oh, it goes. There's an early 3 for the Syrians with this lead. As Sharif Al-Osh makes it. Just again, some breathing room for Syria then. Too much time coming off the clock here. Extra pass. Nothing happening for Bahrain. And rebound taken in. Hinton crosses the half. He'll surely pull this out. Take his time. Don't need to be in a hurry here. There's another 3 goes up. Still 10 seconds on the shot clock. Chance to run. Coach Juarez not happy on the sideline. Rejection from Hinton saves the day. Now the final 3 seconds. Hinton has it. Crosses over. I don't think he realizes the time, but either way, he's happy for it to expire as we are at 3/4 time here. It is Syria leading this one. A scrappy end to the 3rd quarter, though. As, there is the confirmation. Bahrain 41, Syria 62. Now the numbers will tell us the percentage is going up for Bahrain. Managed to get going a little from beyond the 3-point line. There you see 6 of 21 for Syria, 5 of 18 now for Bahrain, but still, you know, less than 30% from both 2-point and 3-point range. Some of the highlights in that 3rd quarter again. Bahrain, you felt like the momentum in their favor. You felt like there was that glimmer of a chance. They had to almost play a perfect game to fight their way back into it. But they were just unable to do that. They got going a little in that 3rd quarter. Off the back of some good play from Mohamed Hamouda, he's moved to 9 points. But every time Syria needed an answer, they had it. And a big late 3 for Sharif Al-Osh really has given them some breathing room again. Hinton leads the way, 20 points, 7 of 15 for Syria. He's been the X factor, the difference really between these two teams. In a 21-point game, his 20 points have made a world of difference, that is for sure. There he is, Hinton, on the little step back. And despite some strong play from Hisham Shahan, who has 10 points, he is struggling. His team is struggling. So make sure you download the FIBA World Cup app for all the latest stats, news, lineups, and more. It is Syria possession to start this 4th quarter. They will want just a solid start to this one. Some really good offensive looks, just like that one from Hinton, and see if they can, just hold fort for the first few minutes. For Bahrain, plays like this, just ways to get them back in the game quickly, give them some momentum to get this crowd into the game once more. Syria missed on the first possession, but they'll be pleased with the shot. Here comes Hinton, jump shot once again, and he makes it. Great execution from Syria there. They just ran through the offense. They knew what they were going to get. Hinton wide open, and that was the shot they wanted for the right player. As the foul is called. And 9 possession for Bahrain there. Mohamed Gawid is into the game. His pass is kicked. So he'll remain with his team, but Mohamed Gawid, we talked about being a leading scorer for this Bahrainian team. We highlighted him before the game as somebody that could have an impact in helping his team to victory. Over 5, he is scoreless in the game. In 17 minutes as Hinton gets the steal. Watch out. Takes off and is fouled. Trying to go to a little reverse. We'll have to earn him from the line instead. But, I think Bahrain's performance really summed up by Mohamed Gawid. He just hasn't been able to get going. I want to help you be offensively. Hinton at the line. And the search for 30, getting 30 points personal. Getting closer and closer for Amir Hinton. 23 now with that make. Two of two. Giles tries to hand it off, but it's deflected off of the legs of Hadji, out of bounds in favour of Syria. And I said this start point of this fourth quarter so important for Bahrain to get some momentum. Just haven't been able to do that. Syria continue to keep a stranglehold on this one. Been impressed with how they've played, you know, with time and score. Here comes Bakar off the screen. Runs into a leg. Goes out of bounds. So Giles unable to make it work. Hinton flips it to the inside, another whistle, another foul. A lot of whistles here. This one again against Bahrain. Hinton on the little curl. Can't get his push shot to go. Bahrain with the rebound. Charles looking for some options. Turned over on the pass. And Hinton somehow ends up with it. I'm not sure if that was a pass from Jan Balot or whether it was a rejected shot, but we give him all the credit. Lovely little feed as Hinton moves now to 26. Step through, doesn't go. Giles is tipped, stays with it. Still can't get it to go. Kouak finds Giles, is deflected, and it is possession for Syria. Hinton has it. Strong drive. Left-handed finish doesn't go. Bahrain with the rebound. Quite nice extra pass. Too strong on the finish, and now Syria the other way. Bakar along the baseline. Soft touch from him. Bakar moves to double figures. You know, I've been impressed. Just 21 minutes for Bakar, but you know, done his role nicely. 3 of 5, or 4 of 6 now, sorry. 10 points as the pass sails out of bounds, and the woes continue for Mohamed Kouad. Over 5, he is scoreless in the game. So we're going to have a timeout called by Bahrain. They trail this one by 29 with 6.5 left.
Hey guys, everybody can understand if you play hard and you just don't shoot well. But what you're doing right now is you're bailing out. We're bailing out. You're not even playing basketball right now, you're bailing out. Everybody can understand when you take shots and you miss shots. Everybody can understand that. But right now, we're coming off, we're making sloppy passes, we're taking quick shots. That's bad basketball. That's what you're playing. Bad basketball. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. Man, give CJ a blow. Nathan, give Ahmed a blow.
2 times.
Go, get up, let's go. Hey, have some pride in what you're doing. Have some pride in what you're doing. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
2 times, okay?
You can sense the frustration from Coach Vincent there. Wants his team to show some pride. See if they can come out and respond here. Remember, 3 teams will qualify out of this this group. These 2 teams will play again. So the difference between the score of this first game is important. There's 2 more from Hinton, adds to his personal tally. It's game day 5 in July will be the repeat between these two teams, and that is where, you know, this points difference is going to be important. If you're Bahrain, you just want to kind of chip back away into this lead, see if you can make it a manageable number. If you're Syria, you want to put it out of sight, knowing that you have all the comfort pretty much having that 3rd place wrapped up, bar a miraculous performance for Bahrain defeating one of the other teams. So 5.5 minutes to go here. And you have a large lead. At one stage it was 31. As a foul is called. Luda with the foul. Inline possession. Hinton. 2 more. And there is the 30-point game up for Amir Hinton. Hamuda's 3 is good. Oh, Hamuda, scoring-wise, has come to play in this second half. 12 points personal now for him. So he's 4 of 10 from the field. And just to tip that one out of bounds. He's actually given us a long 2 rather than a 3. Must have had a foot on the line that I didn't see. And there's a whistle. And a foul is called against Tazan. Yeah, clear foul. Hinton gets to the foul line, gets his runner to go. Amir Hinton now hits his average, as he's got 32. His spin move doesn't work. Good defense from Syria, and look at the heady play of Amir Hinton. He says, let's slow it down, we're not in a hurry here. Walks it up the floor, gives it to his point guard, gets his team organized. He's going to use that high screen. Hinton now draws the switch. Now give him space to play one-on-one. And this is badly that time. Foul called against Syria. So substitutions will come in, and Amir Hinton may be done for the game. They will rest him for their 2nd game of this window. That will be coming up for them as they will travel to Iran on Sunday night. So they will want a fully rested Amir Hinton for that one. Great opportunity for Syria, you know, with some momentum of the win here. Coach Juarez must be thinking about that game now. Kawat still searching for his first points. His three misses everything. Syria again, you know, going through the motions now. Can just have the luxury, run their offense, not have to be pressured. And they do turn that one over. And the easy score the other way is good for Hamuda. Basha breaks the pressure, gets it back, calls the play. And gives it to the wing now. Open three at the top, doesn't go for Bakar. Couple of chances missed for Syria there. Bahrain with a chance. And the three is good. You can see what it means to Coach Juarez, because he wanted to sub Hinton out, but coming back into the game, Amir Hinton. And a timeout is called by Syria. So they are definitely thinking about that points difference. They didn't want this lead to be sucked back. You know, at one stage it was as much as 31, as we said, but a little run here in this fourth period as Bahrain is staying within touching distance. Pressure up the floor. And Syria nearly throw it out of bounds. Get across the half. They do. Hinton with some space. Pulls it out. Bahrain don't want to foul now. Try and keep the pressure up. They've got to play defense for 10 seconds though. Hinton in the low block. Turns face. He'll just try and shoot over the top of the defender. Double team comes. Shot clock getting low. Three fails to hit anything. Another chance to run. Great outlet pass and the easy finish there for Bahrain. Where has this been throughout the game? This is what we were calling for. And a great half-court defense as Amuswai gets the score. And now Hinton backs it out with 10 on the clock. Says he doesn't want the screen, just wants to attack one-on-one. Deep into the lane, has it blocked from behind. Another chance to run for Bahrain. Now they'll pull up and take the three. It's good. There's a heady or a ballsy play from Sahan. Showed a lot of confidence in that shot as he makes it. And Bahrain just chipping away. They've made it now a 19-point game. Basha has it. Holding, waiting, goes cross court. Shot clock violation though. Syria took too long and tried to get the perfect shot as Issa waited for the defender to fly past. Perhaps should have just shot the open one. Substitutions coming in. 24-second violation. Means there's 1:39 left on the game clock here. 19-point lead. High screen. Issa trying to find some room. Does. Makes another one. Syria finally coming to life. Sorry, Bahrain finally coming to life. Syria not. As they're trying to manage this game clock as Now they're going to pick it up. Eventually they just escape a 5-second violation. Hinton draws a lot of attention, still manages to find a way. I mean, Amir Hinton is an absolute scorer. That's what he does. Somehow, some way, always just manages to find a path to the basket, a way of putting it in. As the follow is good for Bahrain. Hamid Akbar gets the score. Inside a minute left. Hinton draws the foul. Team foul against Bahrain, so there'll be 2 shots to come for Hinton. What a Syrian national team career it has been for Amir Hinton. He's, you know, in his 2 games, he had 33 against Kazakhstan in one of the 2 appearances, 32 in the other. He's going to top that today, as he's got 34 before he takes these 2 free throws. First is good. 13 for 26 from the line. Second is good as well, so 37 for him. Lead is only 18 though. At one stage it was 31 in favour of Syria. And Bahrain continue to chip away here inside this final minute. They turn the corner and the easy score for SYR. 23 points for them in this quarter, as the quarter-by-quarter score has gone up every time for Bahrain. No foul coming. Shot clock to 12. Hinton using some more precious seconds off the clock. Gets into the lane. Hinton, his runner doesn't go. Bahrain can get one final score here. A foul is called. Just the 3rd foul against Syria in this quarter. So it'll be sideline possession. 15 seconds to go. Sideline possession then. Referee's going to talk this one over. Comes in, high screen. The pull-up jump shot doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. On by Yambalata. Now Hinton says, let's hold this one. He will perhaps go for one final score. An extra pass, the corner 3 for Bakar, doesn't go. That will end the game here. A fine performance from Syria. Life in the end from Bahrain, but too little too late. Smiles for Coach Javi Hades and his team. A very important win and a big first step for this Syrian team towards getting one of those 3 qualification places into the 2nd round. So Bahrain 64, Syria 80. Players shaking hands, smiles from Syria. We expected a close game, but really the Syrian team showed their quality here. Great game plan, excellent execution for them. Led, of course, by the superb scoring of Amir Hinton, but so much positive for them throughout the game. And for Bahrain, just that slow start, that disappointing first quarter. They scored just 7 points. And then 19 total in the first half, gave them too much of a hole to come back from. See the shooting percentages there. You know, Syria 61% for 2-point range. Such a difference in that total between the 2 teams really was the separating factor. So rebounding also dominated by Syria, as was assists. And you could see the impressive performance from them. scorers. Oh, Jan Balat did not have 36. That would be Hinton that led the way for the Syrian team, as the 18 points for Bahrain were scored by Isa as well. Some of the highlights then from today's action. Well, Syria, a real good team performance all round from them, led by this man, Amir Hinton. We've talked about him a lot, but rightly so. He was 36 points, 13 of 27 from the field, 10 of 11 from the line, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals in there, an efficiency of 36 for the man from the Syrian national team. Great performance for him. Assisted by Bakar, who had 12, then also Idribe, who had 8, and then a host of guys. Jan Balat 7, Alosh 6, and Nisa 6 as well. You know, credit to Jan Balat, who had 7 points, but 11 rebounds to help his team. On the other side for Bahrain, you know, the key guys that we highlighted before the game just couldn't really get it done. CJ Giles, and with 11 rebounds, but 8 points, only 5 shots for him. And then Mohamed Kouid, the leading scorer for the team in the first window last time out, 0 points on 0 of 6 shooting. They were led by 3 guys in double figures. It was Isa, who had 18 on 6 of 15 shooting. He also had 6 assists as well. Sehan, who had 16, and Mohamed Hamouda, who had 14 points. I think 12 of those coming in the second half, including 3 threes. So, you know, rundown of those statistics, you know, but at the end of the day, the scorers who did it individually didn't matter too much. It was a great team performance from Syria. We see the movement from Idribe, but so much ran through Amir Hinton, who constantly was a thorn in the side for the Bahrainian defense. After such a slow start, they were always going to be chasing the game. Bahrain, and they did exactly that. They chased, they fought valiantly, but Syria just had the quality when they needed it to play with the lead, to eat time off the clock, and to get great quality shots. It always helps when you've got someone like Hinton just, you know, there to be able to put the points on the board. And he is a professional scorer, that's for sure. The man knows how to put points up for his team. So at the end of this one, a very important win from Syria. We get a quick glimpse at the group standings after 3 games now played by 3 teams. And this win means Syria take a big step towards securing one of those 3 places that will move on to the second round of qualification for the FIBA World Cup. They will still have work to do. All 3 teams have played each other now. Excuse me, no, they have not. They still have one more team to play that they'll be playing next time out. But advantage for Syria over Bahrain in the race to 3rd in Group D, that is for sure. Make sure you stay with us to catch all the FIBA World Cup qualification action through Asia and our other regions as well.